Turns out he's not so much of a psycho killer.
He hasn't killed anyone that we know of yet.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's like Dexter, where he goes after psychos. He's
He's a killer of psychos.
Yeah.
I like that. And he's killed 188 of them.
Oh, that's his death tally. Maybe he has to like change his gamer tag like every time.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's another $5 or whatever it costs. Yeah.
Yep.
So Psycho Killer, he made a community app called SparkShare. So SparkShare is awesome. That's the first thing I'm going to just say. So it was made to be a sharing platform for assets. So right now in game, you can pretty much only share levels. So if you want to share assemblies or brains or anything like that, it all gets packaged in like a level and you share it up and upload it.
Mm-hmm.
What SparkShare does is it has a very clean way in its own basically feed system catalogs where you can see assemblies, levels, brains. You can make those assets into packs and a bunch of different things. So very cool stuff. So first thing, we're gonna kind of start from the very beginning of your process on how to get SparkShare. So I'm gonna open up my friendly neighborhood internet browser. I'm gonna use Internet Explorer here because I'm on Windows 8.1. So this is the website. So projectspark.ch is where you're going to want to go. Open it up and you come to this nice little landing page. Probably looks familiar to people who are familiar with Spark. And your download option is right here. So if you download this guy, it'll pop up. I don't want to do that, but that's what it would do. So you want to open that and it'll run and just follow through all the setup. And there you go. It'll get SparkShare on your computer. You'll want to make sure it's not considered like a safe app yet. So you want to make sure to say run anyway, basically bypassing like I trust this app kind of thing. So make sure you'll do that. And then the other thing you need to do to get started is register. So if you click this guy, it'll bring up to an account manager. And you actually will sign in with your Microsoft account. Psycho Killer has ensured that he has no way of seeing your Microsoft information or anything like that. It just authenticates that this is like a real account, and it's just protection for the app and site to make sure he has legitimate users. So sign in there, and then it'll ask you to create a username. It'll ask you to create a password, and you can also choose a custom avatar. All right, so that is how you get SparkShare. So after that, you'll get this nice little app. And I pinned this guy on my menu. I think it'll always be pinned here because this is going to be super helpful. So open this guy up. So first time I need to log in. I can drag this around, move wherever. So really, they do a really good job on the UI actually. Like it just looks like a nice modern app.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. So my username, I'm going to go Spark Thomas. You won't be able to see my password for people who are going to take notes here.
It's 12345.
Stop it, Brian! And click login. Alright, so there we go. So now I am in the app. So I can take this guy, drag him around. If you're dragging him around, keep him I like to do it by the logo here. Let's go full screen. Click that guy. Alright. And I go away. There you go. Cool. So here we go. This is SparkShare. This is the app itself. So I got my profile here, so you can see Spark Thomas. Here's my avatar picture. So this will be seen around. You can see people's avatar pictures when they share and download things and stuff. So, of course, I'm rocking the owl bear.
Mm-hmm. People are saying that your clicking ability on the mouse is legendary.
Why?
It's like super click.
Oh, because it's so loud and it's right next to the mic too. So it's probably like extremely loud for everybody watching. Sorry, I'll try to be more gentle with the mouse.
I can actually probably move the mic around too.
That might help.
There we go.
So if you need to log out, the option is right here. So good to know. And I'm reading notes here, so bear with me as I want to make sure I cover everything and don't miss anything. So top bar here, so this is kind of things you're going to be able to access or want access to anywhere. You got your nice search bar, so type anything in here. Let us do penguin. And there's an assembly by Where Andrew 2 called Penguin, and it's adorable. We're going to download that little guy later. But he has a full search bar, so you can find anything through the catalog. I'm on the catalog here right now, so searching through it'll go by name. I think you can do creator too. Really cool stuff.
So yeah, the catalog is anyone who uploads anything through SparkShare their stuff can appear in the catalog. So
Yep.
this is something made by Word Andrew. Most people in the community know this creator, great creator.
Yep.
But you'll be able to search for anything anyone has uploaded,
Exactly.
and people can search for stuff you've uploaded in here too.
Yep. Up here too, you got a section for notifications. So when I get downloads, when people like my stuff, when comment my creations, etc., they're gonna show up here. And then last but not least, I also have a setting bar up here, so I can choose to always start this at full screen, tooltips. Probably always want to keep that checked unless you're at a library or something. The login and password. I can even set different languages. So believe it or not, there's support in here for English, French, Portuguese, and Greek. Which is pretty amazing. So the string table is like 160 lines. So if you have any other languages that you want to get in here, feel free to contact Psycho Killer and do that. So, and if you do want to know how to get a hold of him, there's actually a community tab on this website. Let me go back. So right here, if I click this, it'll actually bring up the forums. And so here you can like reach out and talk about what you know, new features that you want to request or bugs report, etc. So here's gonna be the landing page for wherever you want to talk about SparkShare. .com, you can probably won't be the best place to post about like bugs and things like that.
With SparkShare.
Yeah, with SparkShare. Yeah, actually just in general. No, you want to any bugs about this app right here for .com.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so bringing us back here. All right, hey, look at that. It's a live action. So I got my notification that Word Andrew 2 likes my shooter mechanic starter kit that I shared. Pretty awesome stuff.
Nice.
So I can.
Was
that's
that
so
did
timed?
you guys
yeah.
plan that?
He did. I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't plan it. He's smart enough to do that. All right, so let me dismiss that. There you go. Cool. All right, so the catalog itself, what we can do here. So the main thing is you want to be on this link, and then you can search by a bunch of different ways. So you can see the latest. Let me load that up. Dun dun. Oh, let me clear this search filter too. Let me switch. Let me do like that. No. Switch back out. Let me do a close and restart. Sorry, y'all. Okay, there we go. All right, so it starts on category welcome, and I can search through all the categories here. So here's like all the latest. So you can see there's quite a lot of toys right now by Word Andrew 2, populating the feed right now. There's also some brains and some levels. So these are all the different types of assets that you can put on here right now, which is really cool, especially the assets in the brains, because there's no way to directly share that in Project Spark.
Sweet.
So I can search here, or I can sort by them. So if I want to look just at assemblies, if I want to look just at brains, if I want to look just at levels, etc. So here's a share that I did.
You have two hearts on it.
I do have 2 hearts.
And one download.
And one download. And packs is also a really cool feature. So this, you can actually combine your assets together and make them into a pack. So it's like a one easy download. So if I wanted to, not click the 30 toys that were Andrew shared, I could go in and download the pack, and it would bring all those assemblies. So it's an awesome feature. All shows me everything, and then my assets finally, so I can just see the stuff that I've shared. There you go. And last but not least, a refresh.
And yes, we are part of the Project Spark dev team. We are Team Dakota. The 2 of us are part of Team Dakota. Hello.
Yes. Thanks for looking at chat, because I'm going to be just rolling. Let me scroll this down here a little bit. Okay, cool. All right, so let's run through what it looks like to actually download a level. So let's do, I'm going to download a couple things here. So let's do Spider Tech Demo. This looks cool. So this is by Word Andrew 2, and it's a level. So let me open that. And I got a notification. They're trolling me. I like it. All right, cool. So here's the page that lands up. So you can see like the nice screenshot. There's a title, a summary, and a description. And then I got the option here to I can actually like. So let me just like that, because it's awesome. Bip. Boom. So now he'll get a notification that somebody liked it. And then here's all like the high level information about this. So I can see the author and his avatar, what kind of category it is. So it's levels, downloads, likes, if it's part of a pack or not, the date it was uploaded, version even too, and direct link, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but that's also really cool.
And getting to a lore question on chat. Do Codians pray to the creation well? I don't think they pray. I don't think they're a praying bunch. But you know, they know who the creation well is.
Yes. So I clicked on download, and so it's going right now. Let's open my notifications. All right, cool. So downloaded. Awesome. And let us go back.
So you downloaded it.
I did. And
what else do you need? What do you need to do now? That's downloaded.
Don't need to do anything else. That's the magic of it. So I just have to open Spark, and it'll be there. So that's the really cool part.
Do you need to like connect this with like any of your folders, or does it just do everything automatically and know where Spark is?
Does it all. It finds Spark on your computer and we'll do this.
Well, there you go. That's
exactly,
pretty
yeah.
nifty.
Let's do this penguin too because it was adorable. I'm gonna download.
And so that is an assembly. So that penguin would appear in your assemblies folder then.
Yep.
After you
we're
download
gonna
it.
we're gonna go to the game and check it out.
Cool.
All right. Boom. All right. Downloaded. Cool. So let's minimize that guy, and let's bring up Project Spark.
Oh right. We also. I stole the.
Actually, I don't think I'll need it.
Okay.
You can have it over here just in case, but. All right. So in Spark, here we go. So if I go to create, boom! In my created projects now is Spider Tech Demo by We're Andrew 2, just like that. This is where you find it. I can play it. I can edit it. There it is. So it doesn't show up in the feeds or anything like that. It's gonna actually be in your My Created projects. So in this little bar here.
Sweet.
It's just like that. So if I go in and we can even, I'll check to make sure it's playable. And it's all working great.
He moves fast.
He's a very fast fighter. Can I jump? No. Look at that guy. Scary.
It's awesome.
Very cool. And that's easy. Like so easy, right? Where it finds your files for you and you don't have to tell it anything.
Do you want to take a look at the assembly?
Yes, I do. That was my next thing. So I'll do this in edit mode here on the Spider Tech demo. So your assemblies are going to show up if you click on the prop tool here, and then up on the prop palette. And last but not least, in my assemblies category up here. All right, so what I'm looking for is the penguin.
We have a lot of assemblies, custom ones we shared over time.
See if I can find him.
I think he's going to probably stand out.
He probably will. Boom. So there it is. Even has like little We're Andrew's avatar above it. There he is. He's so cute. He's
awesome.
adorable. Just like that. So it shows up in your folder, ready to go. All right. So we'll exit that. Let's minimize. Actually, so one thing I've just noticed is general, like, I do like to keep Spark closed, like, while I am doing the downloading and everything like that. Usually, because you'll have to probably restart Spark to get it to show up. It won't, like, show up live in-game, so I usually will do my Spark Share stuff with it closed and then open up Spark anyway. So that was awesome. I'm going to leave a comment. Awesome. Sauce. The coolest penguin I've seen.
I like that. You have a pun in there.
I do. And there you go. So there's my comment, and We're Andrew 2 is now going to get a notification about that. Let me clear those notes. All right. Next thing. Let's show off direct link real quick. So this guy, if I actually click on it, it'll copy that link. And I can, right now, I'll exit Spark Share. open up my preferred internet browser. Let's do a new tab. And if I actually copy in, it'll create there's a direct link to that. So in Internet Explorer, I'll hit enter. That will ask me about permission for the first time when I do this anyway, about directly going to an application. I'll allow that. And boom, it's going to open directly onto that creations page.
Sweet.
So you can, this is a good way of like, you know, on the forums or what have you, if you want to share assets directly, like put that link up and it'll take somebody with SparkShare directly to that, which is very handy indeed.
Very nice.
All right.
So again, for those joining, this is what we're doing today is we're previewing a community-made app called SparkShare, and it's really cool. It's you're going to need Project Spark on the PC, but this allows you to share assemblies, levels, brains, whatever you want through this without having to do it through Project Spark. So this is a great way to share things back and forth with friends, to get your assemblies out without using an upload slot, just extra ways for people to share out stuff.
Exactly.
And Team Dakota is, we give this a thumbs up.
Oh yeah, big thumbs up.
This is not a product that is officially supported or created by Microsoft, but it's a community created thing that we think is really cool, and that's why we're showing it off.
Super awesome for users of Spark. So, all right, next tool we need to show off is the share. So there's a whole other tab here which is very important, and this is like magic. So all I do is click that, and it immediately will recognize all my saved assets that are already in game. So I can see all of my assemblies, and this is like on our stream computer, so we have actually a ton of local stuff.
Yeah.
So here's like a bunch. I like that. Replace me with image. I remember that from our image importing stream.
Yep.
And we'll talk about that in just a little minute. And you got brains. You got levels. What? All these levels.
We have a lot of levels.
There's probably some in here that probably shouldn't be seen on stream, but it's okay. Somebody can go through that slowly and see if there's any Easter eggs. All right, so let us share something. I think I picked out one that I wanted to share. Oh yeah, let's do an assembly. This one's a pretty harmless one. So Dialog Tree Visual Aid, I made this for a live stream where I just put together a visual demonstrator of nodes and like the linkage between those nodes as we were making a dialog tree and what that looked like. So that was a cool assembly. So let's say I want to share this. And so I can put in a little summary here. Visual aid for anyone who wants to know about dialog trees, or they're called data tree systems, I think. Systems presentation. This was used in a Team Dakota live stream. All right, cool. Now, if I wanted to put it in a pack, I'd name that here. I don't have enough assets to do that, but that's where I would do. And then this is another really awesome feature, especially for collaborators, is I can actually set what kind of privacy is on this share. So if I wanted to lock it up, I could actually do a password input that would block it. So if I wanted to say pass my game jam levels back and forth that we're working on, and I didn't want to use the public feeds, I could actually send it with a password protection, which is extremely handy. And there's also this storage option here too for if you just want to keep something here off your computer for protection or whatever, like if you want to have a backup.
Just make sure you don't use Thomas's password of 12345.
Yeah, since, it's not that safe.
We'll be able to crack that.
I can also choose an image that I want. So this is it's an assembly, so it has its own icon already. But I could actually replace that with anything I wanted to. But I'm pretty comfortable with that. Let's switch back to public here. There we go. We're good to go. So I can hit share. There we go. And latest. And Dialog Tree Visual Aid is immediately already on the store, or in the catalog, I should say.
Very cool.
Yep, probably take a second for that image to pop up. It's my notification. Dialog Tree Visual Aid. Yep. There's my picture that I took with it. That was easy. I wish I had one of those little buttons. That was easy. And let's go full screen on that. I can see that done. Cool. And all right, covers that. Next thing is, so we're actually using a kind of a newer version of SparkShare that'll be hitting the public a little bit later, probably this, I think in the next few days here, I think on this weekend actually. So we're using kind of SparkShare 1.1. So right now, if you're on 1.0, you have everything that we've seen so far. But in 1.1, there's a new feature that I think people are going to definitely want to look forward to and use. And that is this little guy right here. So this is Image Importer. So if I click on that, this is like magic. Let me click on that. All right, so what image importing is. So we've covered this in the past about how you can use assemblies to bring in your own images, you know, as a Windows user, and use those in your creations through displaying that. And this basically makes it really, really easy. So before, you'd have to create assemblies in game and then leave the game, go in and change the icons on those assemblies to the picture that you wanted, go back into the game, and then finally get there and make sure everything's like named appropriately, etc. This kind of does all that work for you, and you can even do bulk importing. So if I'm, you know, it opens up my file explorer here, I can go to my desktop. I actually picked out 2 images are ready to go. I'll click on that. So do know they have to be PNGs, and right now the limit is 500 KB.
That's kilobytes.
Kilobytes, yeah. And I can actually name them individually, or if I had, like, you know, if I was, you know, where Android had 30 toys and I had separate images for, you know, if I was doing that, I could choose a base name and it would actually do like increments for them, so I wouldn't have to name all 30.
Oh, cool.
I could just do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Very cool.
So you know, I'm going to be kind of lazy because I want these to show up in front of my gallery, so I'll just call this AAA add button. I'll just do AAA. I think this is this for In-World Picker?
Yes.
In-World Picker.
Maybe.
Yeah. So these are pictures from Project Spark as icons that you would actually already be able to display. So these are not very good choices to import. But there's something that I know that we legally own. Just remember that too. Anything that's copyrighted, you should not be importing into the game like this. Only open source stuff or your own creations.
Or anything that would be moderated, as in
Exactly.
explicit stuff.
Exactly. So with these 2 on here, I'm going to click Import Images.
Yeah, if you import explicit stuff, be warned, you will probably get some form of temporary or permanent banning of being able to upload stuff. So don't import explicit stuff.
Yeah, don't do that. So there we go. I got these 2. Add button world. There's a big check mark on that. So what does that look like in game? I'm going to minimize. Well, let's open up Project Spark again. So with images, they're not going to be in the icons. They're going to be as assemblies. So that's kind of something. It's kind of a nuance to remember. So jump to create. Let's go start from scratch.
So maybe we don't have to worry about building features for importing models. We'll just ask Psycho-Killer to do it for us.
Exactly.
Can you just make SparkShare do it somehow?
Yeah.
Figure that out for us.
So prop tool up and assemblies again, and here we go. So here are my 2 icons. So what's funny about this is if I click on it, it'll actually bring up, so there has to be a logic associated, there has to be an object associated with the assembly, so it's just a logic queue called Image Importer. And of course there's not logic or anything on this. The whole point of it is to get that image. So this is the custom image right here.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was in the character's brain, mouse is not my favorite. Okay.
You have
I know, it's fine.
Right
I'm rolling. I got, so if I just want to go display and then objects, gallery picker, assemblies, so I have access now to that custom image to display in game. So this can make, you know, your really cool HUDs, your title screens, etc., etc. So just like that, and let's do modifier, position, screen location, center, And let's see what that looks like in play. There we go. So there's my custom image brought in game.
Sweet.
Use your imagination and your crazy good Photoshop skills.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me close totally out of Spark. And there we go. So now they're actually in game. I can after I have these up here like that, I can actually hit just delete all. They're still in game. You have to actually delete them from your assemblies like normal. So that's how you batch import things, images from SparkShare into it. And that will be a feature that's coming in 1.1, which should be coming like this weekend. I'm getting so many likes, even on my dialogue tree. Nice. Ah. Cool. All right. So that is mainly all the things I wanted to cover. Let me check this other thing real quick and make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, yeah. So I kind of have a bunch of random fun facts that Psycho Killer sent me about SparkShare. So I kind of want to go through with them because they're just kind of really cool to know about this community app. So Psycho Killer made this like entirely on his own. He devved the whole thing. He has had a total of 472 versions of SparkShare as he's been updating it incrementally over time. He's been doing it for 5 months. So it's an incredible feat and a really powerful tool. So I really hope to see like it embraced by the community and used like really heavy, especially by like our power users. No doubt about it that there's a lot of good functionality there for them. It is written in Java, and it's cool because it's also includes the Java virtual machine, so you don't have to download like a separate Java application. It all just does it for you, which is really cool. Other than that, let's see.
He started writing it 5 months ago. That's pretty cool. It tells you about like, you know, making an app like this.
It takes a long time.
Hey, and Psycho Killer, if it makes you feel any better, Project Spark, I believe we're up to 13,000 versions of it around. We have like 13,000 times we've kind of updated the versioning of it. So
don't worry, I think SparkShare will one day get there.
Yeah.
When it replaces Spark.
Yeah.
So, and then you'll run in.
Needs to just build the create mode of Project Spark inside of SparkShare.
Yeah, and then so you guys know, so this is like day 1 release, right? So I'm sure there'll be a little like I'm sure little things that you'll run into, and it's impossible to predict all the different things that people that people will run to, right? So there might be a little 1 or 2 bugs that you mentioned. Like there was kind of one on stream that I wasn't able to go back to the latest or whatever, but he'll be patching those things and make sure you're reporting them to Psycho Killer on the community site, and it'll just make it better and better. Same thing with us. Like feedback is really important for devs. So same thing goes with Psycho Killer on this awesome app.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that I think really covers the majority of the application itself and like,
I guess
how to get it.
So the last thing I want to see is downloading that toys pack.
Cool.
What does downloading packs look like?
Sure, let's do it. So catalog, let's go packs, toys pack. So it has pack content, and then I can choose to download all. See the total downloads here, and it also gets a direct link as well.
So if you put stuff in a pack, then these are all like assemblies that would download into Project Spark for you?
Yeah, it doesn't have to just be assemblies. Like if I wanted to do like 5 level linked worlds together, you could do like levels, brains, and assemblies like in a pack. It doesn't just have to do the same type.
So basically a pack is anything you want to, any stuff you want to share, you just put all that stuff together and you can package it up in a pack. So like you could, for instance, if you're working on, oh man, that'd be so cool. Like, so if you're working on your developer's game jam entry, then you have like assemblies you want to go into one world, or maybe you have a multi-world thing you're working on. You put them all together in a pack and then just pass that back and forth between people, and they add stuff onto the pack and pass it back to you, and so on and so forth.
It's very nifty.
Maybe you and I should do that for the thing we're working on.
That might actually work. Yeah.
That actually,
I always prefer to do on Xbox though. Like that
might work pretty well. We have like 6 worlds we're working on.
Yeah, that's true.
I just made the 6th or 7th last night. The boss world.
Yep. Oh, let me do a shout out real quick, because there is a lot of people who also help Psycho Killer on let me not do it on this computer. Let me pull it up on this computer. There's a lot of people who helped Psycho Killer out with it. And
here, I'll do it.
Thank you. Do you know what I'm trying to look at?
Yep.
Okay, thanks. So I do want to mention them by name. No, not. Oh, go to .com.
Okay.
The forum post.
Yeah, Psycho Killer had a lot of people helping him out throughout the beta of it. A lot of CAG members, a lot of others who all really helped with bringing SparkShare to life.
Yes. And then I got to mention that too. So definitely for sure, I think the huge shout out to like We're Android 2, and he's been populating it with like tons of crazy content and leaving feedback. Corey also helped a ton. Swarmhammer, Zglog I know helped a ton with the UI and elements and giving feedback there. Then Halloran too, I think, on translations. And then also on other stuff and for like art and translations, there is Fringle88, Cleo, Camus Master, Savor Mix, Inbali, and Chris. If I can,
Sweet.
Sorry if I mispronounced anything. And then finally, you'll, if you haven't already downloaded this thing either during the stream or beforehand, you'll want to do that today, because Psycho Killer has some beta codes to hand out to 10 random accounts that were created pretty much in the opening time period for SparkShare. So
beta codes for what?
Exactly. So beta codes for Gigantic. So Gigantic is that really cool looking MOBA style, like third person MOBA. I'm trying to remember is it Cap? No, which developer is it?
Yeah, I'm blanking on it.
Can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Monolith, I think.
Yeah,
Monolith,
that sounds right.
Mm-hmm. So it is, it's really cool. So getting those beta I'm reading chat. Getting those beta codes would be pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I want to play some Gigantic, so I made my account, and you guys should too.
Yeah, I was waiting to be. I wanted to be the uninformed one coming in here watching this. Now after this, I'm gonna go ahead and download this on my computer too.
And there's a convenient link here too for the website. I don't think I showed that, but that'll just take you to this nice home screen that.
So projectspark.ch. Easy.
Yep.
All right, sweet. So again, this is community made. It's not it wasn't created by Microsoft. It's not affiliated with Microsoft, but it is really cool community made thing that us at Team Dakota give a big thumbs up to. We want to go ahead and promote it because we think it is really cool. The creator Psycho Killer 188 has spent a long time on this, and it shows by just how well it works. So if you have Project Spark on PC, you need to install this. It makes your sharing life so much better.
Yeah, and you guys are gonna just love the image importing. It's like you'll never like do the other way of doing it.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
It saves you like 1,000 minutes.
Exactly 1,000 every time.
Yeah,
1,000 minutes per image.
That's how long it took before. Per icon was 1,000 minutes.
Yeah. All right, we are going to go ahead and end it there. We didn't hit the full hour, but it's actually better to keep it like shorter
to the point, yeah.
and to the point.
I don't think people want to see us just randomly ramble for the next 20 minutes.
Or we could just we could spend the next like 15 minutes just doing random searches on Bing and just see what comes up.
I don't know. You're afraid we'd have to mark the stream as not safe for work.
So we'll end it there, guys. We'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. To play some of your UGC. Cool UGC's been posted this week, so we're going to be checking that out. And definitely make sure to check out SparkShare.
Yep. Awesome stuff.
All right. Bye, guys.
Yep. See you guys.
Create your game as you play? Any Spark can do it. Spark, activate the portals.